That was a fire truck. All these people are walking against the light. Look at this beautiful day though, you know, when you get done fiddling around looking at traffic. You can see what a beautiful day. That's that old church we were looking at the other day, I think. Old church. Should say old church. There it is. The old church. Everybody's dressed for summer. That was an ambulance back there behind us, I heard. Right lane ends. Well, that's why I'm in the left lane. Over 80 right now. It's too early in the day, isn't it? Not even 1 o'clock. I just missed an event on the freeway. There was a couple of police vehicles, emergency vehicles of some kind. One of them was Beaverton Police, and there was another one that I didn't bother to identify. Parked behind this flatbed truck with a load that looked like it was pretty high on it. Maybe that was the problem. But they were all out negotiating that situation with each other, so I was just going to take a picture of it. But when I pushed the button on the camera, it didn't come on. I guess I pushed it wrong. I'll chalk that one up to human error. I like to give myself as much credit as I can, so I'm saying that I'm human at this point. Do you like smart people? I once wanted to be really smart. I wanted to do everything I could to be as smart as I could. I spent a lot of energy and time working my way up towards that. But eventually, as I grew older and got a little bit more into the process, I realized that there was always going to be somebody else that wanted to be smart too. Anytime I had a chance to, you know, sort of try to demonstrate where I was at on that, you know, how far I'd come into smartness and stuff. And it turned out that most of the time what I ended up doing, rather than just going around saying smart things so that the less intelligent general population could benefit from it, you know, which of course is what I had in mind in my, you know, altruistic benevolence that's just innate in all human beings who are so intelligent as myself. Do you know what sarcasm is when you recognize it? But what I recognized was happening was that basically we ended up just getting in a bunch arguing with each other about who was the smartest without actually making it real clear that that's what we were doing. But the truth is, it really made me tireder than it did smart. So I'm trying to move on to other perspectives now and, you know, look at other things in life. I heard a wonderful joke. David Jeremiah is a television pastor. Well, he's a regular pastor in San Diego, but he has a very successful television ministry too. And I found him on the internet the other day. I found a place where he gives us a new joke every day. And today's joke was pretty good, I thought. He said, some guy that spent a lot of time talking to the Lord apparently and had a good relationship with him, you could just tell by the conversation. He says, Lord, I'm curious about your perspective on something. Would you mind just telling me, what is 1,000,000 years like to you? And God said, well, 1,000,000 years to me is just like a second. And he said, man, that's amazing, you know, a second. I said, God, what's $1,000,000 like to you? He said, son, $1,000,000 to me, said the Lord, is just like a penny. The guy goes, wow, that's just mind-boggling, phenomenal, amazing. So he says, Lord, can I borrow a penny? And the Lord looked at him and said, sure, just a second. I like that one. What do you think? Wait a minute. I'm going to die anyway. Good point. In the words of an old philosopher named Daily Grace, we're all going to die.